I feel like nothing feels worse than supporting your significant other in their fitness goals and then having them turn around and ask for a divorce once they glow up and think they can get a quote-unquote upgrade. So we're about to see that all unfold in today's episode, so let's get into it. My wife left me after she got in shape and now wants to get back together. I'm not sure why I'm posting this. I probably want some validation as my life turned upside down recently. I, 32 male, was married to my wife, 33 female, for 4 years, and we had a great marriage so far. I was madly in love with my wife. She fell into a depression mainly due to her job in 2022. I tried to support her in every way and suggested her going to the gym or doing any kind of sports to de-stress. I had my own depression episode before we got married, and what saved me was going to the gym. She agreed to that and we started going there together. I could not go as frequently as in the past since my workload got heavier after my promotion. However, I tried my best to be there with her. She used to be a bit chubby, which I loved, and after seeing some changes with her body, she started to go there regularly. It also helped with her depression and she got better. I was really happy to see her get better and livelier. She looked more confident, got more aggressive in bed, and so on. Aw, can I just say how much I love how supportive he's been towards her so far? Also, I don't know if I just have Reddit PTSD, but when he mentioned that she used to be chubby, I was low-key bracing myself for the inevitable, so I asked her to get skinny, but it's a sigh of relief that he followed it up with, which I loved. So that's good. Just had to give that a special shout out because I've just been through the ringer with some of these Reddit stories. However, after a while, that confidence level started to affect our relationship for the worse. She started going to the parties and going outside to a point where she completely stopped doing her share in the house. That proceeded with me seeing her getting flirty with a guy at a meetup that we went to. I communicated my feelings to her and she dismissed those. After several of these, I had her sit down with me and told her that she's riding high on her newly found confidence and emotions right now. I clearly stated that she should not make any decisions or actions according to that confidence right now. I know it well. It was one of my worst traits. I used to be extremely emotionally driven in the past. I suggested we go to a marriage counselor and all hell broke loose. She said vile things to me, like how she realized she settled down with me after getting better and she could do so much better than me. She said I am insecure and other things. This woman used to be the sweetest person on the earth, and I was shocked after hearing the things that she said to me. She filed for divorce the following month, and I did not hear much from her other than some lawyer talk. Our court hearing is scheduled to be next month, and my lawyer told me that there's a high chance it would be concluded by then. There's not much to share anyway, considering that we have a similar income. And our only shared asset is our joint account, similar savings, and no kids. The house is also my mom's, so it's out of the division. The fact that she wanted to get a divorce immediately just because he recommended going to a marriage counselor just doesn't sit right with me. And not gonna lie, she kind of seems defensive. And of course, I don't know the full story. Like maybe the way that OP was going about the conversation kind of encouraged a little bit of defensiveness, who knows? So I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt on that. But other than that, I feel like she has some unresolved feelings and maybe even thinks that she settled for him now that she gets more attention. She's just been like way more emboldened to think she can do better, so things are about to get interesting. So let's see what happens next. I accepted that my marriage was going to end like that. Last week, she called crying and told me she regrets everything. She apologized over and over again, but I felt disappointed. Not angry, not sad, but just disappointed. She did not text me nor call me even once since the divorce started. I didn't even know where she was since she just left the home. I told her there's no going back now. She has been messaging me non-stop. My family supports my decision and tells me I should not back down. My in-laws were shocked when they heard about the divorce. They're now telling me to rethink everything. I will 99.9% not back down, but as I said, just looking for validation and maybe wanted to vent. Thank you for reading. Honestly, I respect OP's opinion to not back down. I feel like his soon-to-be ex-wife kind of already has one foot out the door ever since she glowed up. And honestly, it feels like he thinks she's changed too much anyway, so I think it's natural for people to change when big life changes happen. But what matters the most is whether they change for the better or for the worse. In this case, it's definitely the latter, so her actions kind of make it seem like she lost sight of what's important to her, and if OP doesn't want to be a part of that mess, I just think that's reasonable, not gonna lie. So let's get into the comments and then we'll get into the update and find out whether they actually divorced or not. So OP responds if there was a real reason why his wife left him after getting healthy. And this is what OP said. I did not even understand why she left me after getting in shape. I'm in shape too. It's not like I was overweight. It's been a while since going to the gym before we started together, but I was not in bad shape at all. I could probably get back to my shredded years within 1 year of regular workout. Yeah, I don't think this is a physical thing. I think this is just her getting attention, thinking she can do better, maybe seeing a cute guy that, she might be interested in, and then just being turned off by OP. Honestly, I don't think it might be physical, maybe emotional. I don't know what she's thinking, honestly. That's just my hypothesis. Another comment asked, how long were you separated? Did she tell you why she made the mistake? OP, about 5 months. She did not specify it. I'm not sure what happened that made her call me crying. Well, I can tell that to OP and it was regret. Next is OP commenting on if his wife was having confidence with her weight or not. OP said, thank you for sharing your perspective. My wife was not even overweight or extremely big, just chubby. It actually made her more attractive for me with all the curves. I would even go as far as to say that she was more attractive for me before she lost weight. That behavior shift just from losing weight seemed incredibly weird to me. Damn guys, I feel like she really lost a good one, okay? So OP ended up providing an update a couple months later, and he said, we are officially divorced. There was not much to share, so it went smooth as butter according to my lawyer. I've never talked to her other than through lawyers as much as she wanted me to. She tried to talk to me one-on-one to get closure, but I just do not want to do that. It's not that I don't care why she left me or what she did during that time. I just don't want to know. I've been living without her for months now. At first, it was difficult and I cried all night some days, but after a few months, I feel like I came to accept everything. What peace will it give to learn what and why when I already accept everything other than hurting me? For once, I want to prioritize my peace of mind in this whole process. My parents and friends are here to support me, and I'm glad that I have such a great support circle. As for what my plans are, renovate my office room in the house, get back to the gym, and live my best life. I've been wanting to renovate my office room for a while now, and that's what I'll start with. I started hitting the gym at the same time. I believe my body is good, but I have some extra fat. Dieting proved itself difficult because I'm a tiramisu addict. Honestly, same here. For the dating part, I downloaded a few apps and tried out how I'm doing. I got a decent number of matches, but realized I do not feel like doing it right now. I'll focus on my own hobbies, well-being, and wants for now. Thank you for all the support and help in the last post. Here's some comments. Comment number 1. I'm really sorry you had to go through this awful experience. I agree with you that closure is just for her as you shed all the tears and pain that you needed to. All the best for you, keep looking after yourself, and I'm proud of how you handled yourself during this difficult time. From a cyber friend. OP responded, I think I gave myself my own closure and the conclusion is having my best life and moving on. That's the best thing I can do. Thanks for the good wishes. Comment number 2. When the person who chooses to leave wants closure, just shut the door and keep it shut. They only want to make themselves feel better about their decision, no matter how bad it screwed you over. Bigger and better things to look forward to, OP. All the best. Okay, so I'm honestly happy for OP for sticking to his guns and just prioritizing his overall happiness, but it's sad that the marriage had to come to an end, but the fact that she so easily wanted a divorce makes me think that there were other contributing factors going on behind the scenes that we may not know. Was it an affair? Was his wife already unhappy with the marriage? Did she want to see if she could quote-unquote get an upgrade? We shall never know. Also, I'm such a trash TV girly, okay? And this story reminds me of that one TLC show. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's called 1,000-Pound Sisters, which essentially follows two sisters, and they both weigh like several hundreds of pounds. And it just follows them going through their health journey. It's pretty funny. They both have super funny personalities. But anyways, because shows like these are so popular, especially a couple of years ago, and there were several other TLC shows that were pretty similar to that show as well going on, but seeing talks of divorce rates among couples where one person has to go through bariatric surgery, which is essentially weight loss surgery, and I saw that apparently the divorce rate is something crazy, like 41% more likely than people in the general population. I know OP's ex-wife didn't go through surgery, but it definitely sounds like she went through some significant weight loss, so it's crazy to see that this statistic would somehow apply and just see an action within the story. Anyways, that was just my fun fact of the day. Hope you guys really enjoyed the story. Let me know what you think, and if you have any suggestions for the next story, feel free to leave it in the comments. Bye!